Yo, Goldie.
Hey everybody, Goldie here, and today we are taking a look at the newest character in WWE Champions, and I will be completely honest, I was swerved on this too. I didn't realize that they acquired his licensing, so I always thought it was a pipe dream, but
The whole fucking show, Rob Van Dam.
we got another Rob Van Dam. Um, So stoked. So stoked. I'm going to preface this entire preview by saying I'm obviously very biased. Um, Even if he turns out to be not quote unquote top tier, I still would rocket him just because I'm a mark. So please keep that in mind when watching this preview, as I'll probably flip out over things that aren't all that impressive, just because it's Rob Van Dam. But alas, second version of Rob Van Dam in the game. He is chaotic. Rest in peace to my chaotic currency that I was putting into Kevin Owens. It is now going into Rob. Coach at 9k, color turn gems do 2200 more damage. Links, EC dub. All color moves start with one more move point. And Ruthless Aggression, matching any color gems, charge moves of that color by one more move point. He does not have gear. The 420 singlet would have been dope, but I kind of understand why that didn't happen. So I have a plethora of movesets and entourage combinations. He's low charge. He's very versatile. There's a couple different ways to play him, and to me, this is fun because there isn't just one clear cut build. There's a bunch of different builds. And they will work for any level of player depending or regardless of like what your entourage is. That said, the very first build I am going to run is not free to play friendly. It is not. And I like to actually apologize to absolutely nobody. The queen does what the fuck she wants. Alright, first build we are going to take a look at is a tricolor. And this is where all the beefy feud perk stuff will come into play and be very fun. So we're going to run blue 1, green 2, blue 1, green 1, black 2. So, sorry, Mick just decided to walk across the laptop. Even he's excited for Rob Van Dam. Let's be honest. There you go. Okay, now he is seated next to the fan of the laptop to keep warm. So, blue 1, Springboard Roundhouse 3 MP. Deal 44,274 damage and deal 345,013 damage to your opponent for one turn. The Windmill Kick, green 1, 4 MP, deal 61,877 damage and make 13 random gems into power gems of strength 13,415. You really couldn't make that 420. And black 2, the Rolling Thunder Senton, 1 MP. Deal 32,793 damage and swap a 1x3 random area into blue gems. So, now you know why I'm using NWO Perfect, because any color moves start with 2 more move points, which means even without tour perks, both of these moves will be ready to go on turn 1, and in feud, for the most part, if you have max offensive perks and you're not going against an opponent with like a green MP down coach, it'll be turn 1 in, ready to go on turn 1 in feud as well. So, I will run this with a different entourage, but I did want to start with this because this is how I would run it if/when I get him. So NWO Perfect, any color moves start with 2 more move points. Striker Seth at 13k, moves that cause bleed will do 66% more bleed damage. Kairi Sane at 9k, moves that cause bleed will do 25% more bleed damage. And Riddle at 15k, his coach ability does cap out at 21k, but in terms of the power gem strength, 15k is where that caps. So power gems generated from moves will add 1,000 more damage on each attack. Also gives us a black gem, not necessary for this build. Now the key to this build is going to be the plate, because the Rolling Thunder Senton is a 1 MP move. The Springboard Roundhouse is a 3 MP move. We are making 3 blue gems to fill this, and we are going to use a Bad Attitude plate. Whenever you break 3 or more blue gems, get 3 black move points at the end of your turn. This is going to allow us to spam these 2 moves back and forth however many times the pin bar will allow us to. In terms of the build itself, I just went with Full Fury just to do a little more gem damage. It's not going to affect the power gems. It's not going to affect the bleed. I mean, you could do armor. You could do takedown. I just figured do as much gem damage as possible. If we're going to be spamming these blue gems, might as well. And we are going to go against a Jim Duggan because I wanted to go against a Showboat health pool just to see how much damage we could really do. So let's go ahead and kick this thing off. This is the best day of my life. Okay, so everything's ready to go on turn 1. We're going to hit the Springboard Roundhouse, and with our bleed entourage, we're going to do just about 660,000 bleed damage. It's only for 1 turn, but that's a lot. And we'll see how many times we can stack it with the 1 MP move. Now we're going to hit the Windmill Kick and do 13 random power gems. Riddle makes them 26,000 each. Again, feud perks will affect that value along with the bleed. We'll talk about that a little later. And now the 1 MP Rolling Thunder Senton. I put a black percent on because it's a 1 MP move. We're going to hit it a bunch anyways. I figured I might as well, if his move damage is not that high with this build, so I figured might as well just toss on, you know, a 1 color, maybe a tricolor. See, this is where rainbow metals being worth a damn would be good. Like a flat rainbow metal that added 50k to each would be perfect, but alas, it doesn't exist. So the plate triggers, we fill up our bleed again. We got a cascade, or we got a 4 break, so we're only going to be able to hit this twice, maybe 3 times, depending on where this lands. Okay, 3 times it is. So 3 stacks of the bleed, and the power gems are activating every time we hit that move as well and break gems. This is going to pin. And we stacked the 3 bleeds, which got almost 2 mil health. Now he's going to do his thing and break a bunch of shit. That's fine. But that's the tactic with this build, is just rotate between the blue move and the black move a couple times. If the green is full, hit the green. Let Hacksaw do his thing here. And then back to square 1. Stack 1 bleed. Make the 1x3, trigger the the power gems, get a cascade or a 4 break again, because why not? If the pin bar works in your favor, you could do this a lot. But as you can tell, we've hit row breaks quite a bit. And there's the cascade, but the 2 bleeds will do their job. So that's how it looks with the quote-unquote whale entourage. let's go ahead and try the same thing, but with different trainers and coaches. Okay, so we've switched up the entourage. We took out Mr. Perfect and put in the last outlaw, Undertaker, which is going to give us 53% more damage on each power gem and give us an extra power gem. Brought in, I guess I can just leave this open. Brought in Hall of Fame Nikki for an extra power gem and 10% more. And then Alpha for blue gem damage. He was a fairly obtainable chase, but Santa Hogan would suffice as well. And we've kept in Seth. So the bleed is now at 572,000, and we're getting 2 extra power gems, but it's 5k less each. And off we go. Kept the belt the exact same. Maybe we'll have some more pin bar luck. Okay, promising. Like, if it's gonna cascade, can it be a green one? Please. Please, please, please. Nice. Can we hit this 4 times? Can we hit this 4 times? We can. That's what's up. Why are you turn 1? I have max tour perks. It's like worst case scenario, this is turn 2. Ta-da! 2.29 mil on the 4 stack of bleeds. Again, he's gonna do his thing. We'll grab a different opponent for different builds. I just wanted to use somebody with a large health pool to go against for the bleed. And the power gems help on kick out, which is nice. So start stacking your bleeds again. Hey, we got the green one. Excellent. Spit out some power gems. Another Rolling Thunder Senton. That means we've cascaded and we've double stacked the bleed, so he's going to be done. So in Feud, you could do a full health drain with this build. It'll be a couple clicks. It might be turn 2, but you would take all of the health, similar to the super sub characters in Feud. So that is one of the 3-star builds. Let's shift our focus, look at something completely different, and keep looking at the 3-star options. Second build we're going to take a look at brings in the finisher, which is in fact the 5-star Frog Splash. 10 MP. Deal 374,207 damage. There's the 420 in between the 7s. 189,651 damage to self. And pin the opponent. We're going to run this alongside the Rolling Thunder Senton and the bleed move. Same tactic with the bad attitude plate. Now, I am going to run this twice. Again, entourage. I have them. You know what? If we're going to do this twice, I'm adding the bird. Where's the bird? Oh, have you not heard? It was my understanding that everyone had heard. Bird is the word. I mean, if we're going to use Acro Asuka for the finisher, might as well, because we're going to run it again with Striker Dean. So, Acro Asuka for 150% damage to the finisher, Seth for more bleed damage, Santa Hogan for more gem damage, and then Gooker for 25% more damage. Because we're using the 1 MP move to get going, we don't need MP trainers. And then the belt we're keeping the same as last time, but I did finesse the substats a little bit to get more black move damage. So we've got 1.58 million damage on the finisher, and we've reduced the damage to self to like 10% of that. And when you have almost 4.5 million health in a feud, that's like 3 loot boxes of health you'll get back. So it's not as horrible as, you know, when Mickey came out, everyone was like, oh, but she hurts herself. Yeah, but and like this isn't even 200k. This is nothing in a 5-star gold health pool. You're gonna heal it back in a feud by breaking loot boxes. Anyways, we've switched opponents to Ivar. Let's go beat him up. So we're gonna be hitting some bleed damage, and then swap a 1x3 into blue, which is going to give us black MP and load the finisher. Bloop. I gotta put these in a better order, but oh well. So stack 3 bleeds, which are going to be like 1.5 mil, and then hit the finisher, which is 1.5 mil. The freezing really fucked up the animation, huh? But then, yeah, he bleeds a bunch, so he has to try to kick out a 1.5 mil with meh gem damage. So that's one way of doing it. Let's change up the entourage and run it again. Alright, so switched up entourage. We took out Gooker and Asuka. We brought in Striker Dean for 45% more black move damage. You could do a takedown belt instead. My takedown medals were not friendly to black moves, but if that's what you have, it would absolutely help. So again, similar tactic, hit the bleed, fill your moves with the plate, hit the bleed again, fill your moves, hit the bleed, fill your moves, etc. And with Striker Seth, that bleed is still going to be really strong. Crap. Let's do it again, shall we? We don't need to do this all, though, because that's going to do, let's call it 570. That's still a mil. So, we don't need to stack this a whole bunch of times. With my luck, we'll cascade into a pin. I told you, and what did I tell you? Didn't I tell you? 'Cause I told you. And what did I say would happen? Exactly what just happened. Haha. Eat. Okay. There we go. Blap. Blap. So he's still hitting a mil on the finisher with a tier 4 and Striker Dean. So if you have a tier 5, if you have takedown medals, and you don't have Acro Asuka or Gooker or whoever else, like Hall of Fame Ted, Ivar, or is it Montez? I think it's Montez. So like, That still works with really basic setup. And feuds, offensive perks give you 60-some% more. So that works. Let's run another 3-star build and look at that. Third moveset we're going to take a look at brings in blue 2. So it's double blue with the finisher. You could run this with black 2 as well, but it would be fairly long and drawn out, I think. But we're going to run this. So blue 2 is the Handspring Moonsault, 6 MP. Deal 72,932 damage and choose a 2x3 area to swap into black gems. We're going to run that alongside the bleed and the finisher, so it's just an alternate way of getting to the finisher. Entourage, super simple. Lawler for more blue MP. We're going to keep Seth for the bleed, Santa Hogan for the gem damage, and Trickster Andre. In case we need to swipe and charge this blue move, this will help us a lot. Kept the belt exactly the same. There is unfortunately no break black, get blue plate. That would be great. So I've just kept the bad attitude plate on there because why not? All right, let's take a look. Make sure to hit your bleed first. And then choose a 2x3 to swap into black. Yo! Yo! I love him. He's so great at everything. So what I'm going to attempt to do is put this here to give myself a wild card, swipe this blue, charge that up again, and then hit the finisher. But, you know. Yeah. Yeah, fuck off. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. I tried. Y'all know what I was going for, though. Like, give yourself a wild card, get yourself a swipe, hit everything again. Get ready in case they kick out. So, in case he kicks out, I'm going to hit the bleed. And I'm going to hold on to this. And we're going to hit the finisher. So, without Striker Dean, the tier 4 medal is still putting us at 861,000 on the finisher. And he is going to bleed for 570. And he kicks out. That's fine. Stop there. Thank you. Now we can do our thing. My man out here doing cartwheels at 51 years old. Goat. Oh, hell. Well, I'll take it. I'll take it. Anyways, finisher was ready to go. Had it set up just in case. Alright, let's shift focus completely and take a look at his 4-star move. 4-star build is going to bring in both green moves, and we're going to run the bleed because why not? And the 4-star move is the Van Terminator. I am stoked. So the Van Terminator, 5 MP, deal 59,423 damage, and choose 6 gems to destroy. We are going to run this alongside the Windmill Kick that puts out random power gems, and the Springboard Roundhouse that deals bleed damage. Entourage for this. We're going to use Steel for more green MP. We're going to use Zombie Seth to destroy more gems. Gives us a lot more board control. We're going to stick with Santa Hogan for more gem damage. And we're going to bring back Hall of Fame Nikki for that extra power gem and the 10%. I will run a different power gem build later on with Riddle. So fear not, I will do that. And for the belt, I've kept it Fury. I've swapped in a flat green. And I'm bringing in the Honky Tonk Blues plate. So whenever you break 3 or more green gems, get 3 blue move points at the end of your turn. So we can use the Van Terminator to load our green moves and in turn load up the bleed again. So let's see what they did with this Van Terminator animation. I'm excited. So again, tour perks, everything is ready to go on turn 1. He's really low charge, which is nice. There unfortunately isn't a dual MP trainer for green and blue together. That would be ideal. Kick in the face. Now we need 5 green gems to break. And what we're not going to do is break the ones with power gems. Alright. Moment of truth. Oh shit. Oh shit! Oh, it just needs the chair. But I mean, can we petition for that and then bring back the El Kabong with the guitar? Please? It's EC dub. The E stands for extreme. Come on. Anyways. That's dope. Need the Van Daminator too now. We might get lucky and get to hit everything a 3rd time. That's so cool. That's so cool. Ha 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 ha. So I guess we don't need Zombie Seth, huh? That's fine. We could have used regular Seth. Could have used TLO Taker. I will run that again with a different trainer, I think. Oh no, we could break a F load now. Keep as many power gems on the board as possible. Except we need those greens. Man, the bleed and the power is gonna be a nuisance to face, I think. Obviously, the AI plays things differently, but this could be a nuisance. Yeah, this is getting run back. No, we're good. We got out of it. Okay. I'm definitely going to try this again, though, with a power gem trainer instead. So I was thinking, like, you could use the Van Terminator as a finisher and choose a bunch to destroy, but if you're going to flood the board with power gems, you don't want to break them. Because you want to do as much damage as possible. So let's run that back. We'll swap in TLO Taker. Take 2, and this is why they call it a preview. Alright. So we got 15 random power gems now at 21,000 each, bringing in the last Outlaw Taker. So extra from him and Nikki, more damage, Steel Still, and Santa. And we're destroying 6 gems, and we only need to destroy 5 greens. So off we go. Boop. Big fan of this moveset being nothing but kicking people in the face. Not gonna lie. Boop! Yeah, big fan. And I'll do it again. Bop, bop. Sorry, I'm having fun with the preview, okay? She's just so awesome. I never thought I would get to preview a Rob Van Dam. I didn't realize I had his rights. This is just so cool to me. And they made him good. I can take that, but it's gonna cascade. I don't wanna. Ah, risky. Alright. Now we're after for green gems, but that's the problem we're going to be running into with this build, is what happens when you run out of green. But 3 bleeds, bunch of power gems. We're going to end up destroying some, unfortunately, but we only need 2 blue because it's 3 MP. It'd be ready to go on the next turn. Let's just do that. Okay. We got him. Cool. Cool. All right. One more power gem build that I want to take a look at. I'm gonna run it with Riddle. Just keep that in mind. And it brings in the 5-star move. So let's go take a peek. Last build we're gonna take a look at with Rob Van Dam is all power gem everything. Yeah. This should be fairly disgusting. So we're going to run double green, and we're bringing in the 5-star move, which is the split-legged moonsault, which makes me so flippin' happy because that might be my favorite move animation in the game of all time. Yes, I'm biased, don't at me. So 3 MP, deal 55,526 damage, and swap a 1/5 random area into green gems. I'm going to run that alongside the windmill kick that makes random power gems, and the Van Terminator, which destroys, is a choose to destroy. So the fact that we get to run these 2 move animations together is just so cool. Kind of wish there was a green to black plate so we could throw in the frog splash and just have like the greatest hits of Rob Van Dam in one moveset. Anyways, we are going to run Triple H for 4 more power gems, the Last Outlaw Taker for an extra power gem and 53% more damage on them, Riddle for 13,000 more damage to power gems, and Hall of Fame Nikki for 10% more to power gems plus an extra power gem. We are making 19. And the Piece de Resistance. Sid's Powerbomb plate. Does it work properly? Maybe. I don't know. Do I care? No. I mean, a little. But I want overkill. This is what I'm about. So whenever you create 2 or more power gems, instantly generate 2 additional random power gems of strength 4,000, then generates 2 more at the end of your turn. Last I checked, which was a very long time ago, it generated the 2 at the beginning, but not the 2 at the end. But Riddle's coach ability does work on them, so those should be 17,000 each. And, I mean, the entire board is going to be full power gems, so we gonna see. So, we'll put these out first. So 19 power gems at 34,000. Hey, Hey, there's the power bomb one. Does 4,000 extra attack. Okay, so watch this loot box. Unless we destroy it, in which case we're fucked. Yes! I love that move so much. I love that move so much. Oh, it did 19,000. Okay, so riddle worked. Do that. Powerbomb triggered that. So when we pin, it should spit out 4 more power gems. But I'm not convinced that's gonna work. It did not work. So the first half still works, but the second half does not. Regardless, all that flippin' power gem damage made it so we couldn't kick out. So that could be overkill, nasty as well with feud perks. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this character, as I'm sure you guessed I would. Let's go ahead and conclude the preview. Oh, you thought I was done? EC dub, EC dub, EC dub, EC dub, EC dub, EC dub, EC dub. I love that they get a link with each other. So for clarity, this Rob Van Dam, the acrobat, is mine. If you're new to the channel, this is mine. Like, my passion project from playing this game for 5.5 years. He is getting reworked. Those changes are not active in the game yet, but I do have him set up for absolutely nothing because he's gonna get changed. But you know we had to send him off, right? So why not send him off with himself? EC dub style. Oh, boo, he has power gem down. That's not nice. But the ECW link gives you an extra MP. Just one, but it means the Van Terminator is ready to go. That's a lot of power gems. Boop. Trying to do this so I don't cascade, but I'm gonna have 1 notch on the pin bar. I doubt anything's gonna come of it. Yep, son of a bee. Too much power. Too much power. I really wish that had a chair. That'd be so cool. It really couldn't put them into the empty spaces, huh? You really couldn't do that for a girl? There's a mill. And let's just pretend that took place in New York City. That's such a great picture. I'm gonna have to make that like a screenshot and use it somewhere. Just the two Rob Van Dams standing victorious in the ring, but like Photoshop the ECW arena background. Your girl's getting ideas. Okay, now let's conclude the preview. So, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the preview on Rob Van Dam, the whole damn show, because they probably couldn't put the whole fucking show in the game. And before I forget, right on. At WrestleMania 22, Rob Van Dam achieved the incredible. I'm assuming there needs to be grammar and punctuation there. He won the Money in the Bank ladder match. He had so many good ladder matches. Van Dam declared that his cash-in match would be at ECW One Night Stand inside an emotionally charged Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City. The rowdy crowd was firmly in Mr. Pay-Per-View's corner as he pinned John Cena to win the WWE Championship, and in 2006, RVD led a relaunch of the beloved ECW brand as both the WWE and ECW champion. If you have not seen that match, or if you haven't watched it in a long time, I have it in my Discord server, and I'm probably going to do a watch party this weekend. Man, chills. Chills even thinking about, like, when he walked out, it was just, the energy was so, yeah. I'm a mark, what can I say? But that wraps up my preview on Rob Van Dam. Again, chaotic for Boss Breaker, ruthless aggression striker, power gems, bleed move, high-powered finisher. Yeah, he does damage to himself, but it's like nothing in comparison. And suitable for all playstyles, I think. The non-biased part of me says that I don't know what end game is for champs, but it'll be interesting to see what happens to the bleed move and the power moves as the meta shifts, because that's always been something that's give and take. We've seen power gem guys fall off like Hall of Fame Booker. We've seen bleed guys fall off like Socko. So he has both. It'll be interesting to see how that goes moving forward. But let me know in the comments, what build are you liking? If you're an RVD fan, what's your favorite memory of him? And everybody gets to try him out for free at 5-star bronze. So send me your gameplay videos of him. Show me what you're doing with him. I'm really, really curious to see what the community does. Always love hearing from you. Thank you again very much for taking the time to watch this video. And I'm gonna forego my usual outro and let the guy himself do it.
Dude, you want me to give you a speech? I want to thank everybody for, well, not everybody. You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna think about that. No, you think about it. Check this out. We'll both think about it. Goldie, dude, congratulations from the whole fucking show, Rob Van Dam. Man, I like how buff I am on that game too. But dude, look what it's based on.